these Sundays. A video shoot for, man, gender wars, my bro. Man, Abdullah. Man with a conscious mind, with an overstanding. Somebody y'all need to support. Let's get with it.
And shout out to Team At Ease, man. Especially this brother, Hood Raised. We got the whole family in there. We representing, man, from the Midwest, from the out west, out south, everywhere in the city, man. Team At Ease. Salute.
Yep.
We got black men that can't stand black women, and we got black women that hate black men. What we got here is a gender war that neither of us will win. The men fed up with women, and women are fed up with the men. Relationships are destroyed, that hatred that we have for each other. The men fed up with women, and women are fed up with the men. Relationships are destroyed, that hatred that we have for each other. In this era of the gender wars, we all gon' lose. Brothers are sick and tired of our women's attitudes and acting out wildly with their ratchet ass behavior. You're only concerned with one thing, and that's his paper. Plus, here are the reasons why brothers feeling conflicted. You only value him for one thing, a meal ticket, and being offended by his constructive criticism. Opposing your man, it all came from feminism. Having lots of kids with multiple baby daddies, but being turned off by your lack of acting classy. Brothers refuse to date you cause you take us to the cleaners. Child support plus alimony, a sad demeanor. Nowadays they label you as the worst woman possible, who's very vindictive and sexually irresponsible. Do you accept to be looked at as a whore? Black women, get it together, let's stop the gender wars. The men fed up with women, and women are fed up with the men. Relationships are destroyed, that hatred that we have for each other. The men fed up with women, and women are fed up with the men. Relationships are destroyed, that hatred that we have for each other. I gotta be real, brothers, we ain't off the hook with your thirsty DMs and messages on Facebook, on the lady's Instagram filled with sexual references. The reason she ignores you, you seem so desperate. Our women be thinking we're going to stay with them forever, but that is a lie. She's dealing with a lot of pressure, cheating on her with side pieces, what makes it hard for the next man who's really decent, doing our thing unprotected and giving her diseases, creating these kids is while she pregnant, now you're leaving. Not being a man by making her the sole provider, becoming abusive when you can't go up inside her, and putting other races of women upon a pedestal. It's got to a point to question when heterosexuals. Why does the hate towards a black women for? Black men, get it together, let's end the gender wars. The men fed up with women, and women are fed up with the men. Relationships are destroyed, that hatred that we have for each other. The men fed up with women, and women are fed up with the men. Relationships are destroyed, that hatred that we have for each other. United we stand, divided we fall. This war between men and women opens up a dialogue. How did this problem first existed? Can we actually solve it? And if so, what is the way to fix it? I must say, this gender war cause at a terrible cost. Instead of blaming either side, it's really all of our fault. We act like that we don't love each other, when 50 years ago we fought side by side as sisters and brothers. Sisters wanted the money and brothers wanted the sex. This pay to play mentality is absolutely a mess. I understand we disagree with our differences. You call her a thought, but you're the reason why she became promiscuous. You asking why these men are absent, and you had a good man, but you ran him away due to your malice. I love black people, but I can't take it no more of this fighting between us, so let's stop the gender wars. The men fed up with women, and women are fed up with the men. Relationships are destroyed, that hatred that we have for each other. The men fed up with women, and women are fed up with the men. Relationships are destroyed, that hatred that we have for each other. So let's stop the gender wars, and let's stop the gender wars. So let's stop the gender wars, and let's stop the gender wars.
Men fed up with women,
Gender wars.
and women are fed up with the men.
Gender wars.
Relationships are destroyed,
Gender wars.
that hatred that we have for each other.
Gender wars.
Peace and love, family.
Y'all give it up one more time for my man Abdullah. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know, why y'all acting brand new? Like y'all ain't never been in the gender like your girl ain't just slapped you yesterday because she saw that other girl inbox you. Fat. Like, why you lying like that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all had gender wars. Like, come on, man. Let's be 100 up here. I'm gonna keep it trill. You feel me?